Okay, guys, so I was in the middle of telling you the update, and someone knocked on my door, so let's try this again. So apparently, all my complaining yesterday worked because I got a IP profile in my email today. I was so excited. I was at work and I was doing, my work, but I was trying to like read it. So I'd be like typing on something and then I would minimize it and hurry up and read like a paragraph and then I'd minimize it. It was crazy. And the whole time I'm texting to the other surrogates, Jagged and one of the other girls I met, and I'm like, oh, I got a profile, and they're from, they're from here, and and they do this, and so that was really neat. But anyways, I'll share as much as I think I can technically share. I'm obviously not going to share names or where they live or anything like that, but I will tell you I was super surprised because I just thought I was going to get a international profile, or an international couple, I mean. And it wasn't that I felt like I needed an international couple. I just thought that was what I was going to get. And I think part of it was just because most of the people I know or have met in this whole process have been matched with international couples. So when I opened up the profile and it says where they are and it's in the U.S., I was like, what? I was really excited. Um, Glenn and I had actually just talked about it maybe a week or so ago, and we have no problem working with an international couple, but we felt like it might be awkward with language barriers, like we couldn't guarantee that the couple's going to speak like perfect English, and we don't know how to speak German or Japanese or so I was just so we had talked about it, and depending on like how we felt, we'd still weigh the profile and all, but we just would have preferred someone. Oh my gosh, sorry. We would have at least preferred someone in like a English or speaking country, just for ease reasons. Anyway, so found out they're from the U.S. and it starts off. It just says like their names and their ages, and then the first part I got like two files attached, and the first part was 2 pages, and it says IP questionnaire for surrogate preferences, and it just goes through like what qualities they think are important and what type of relationship they want and all of that. And then down it gets, like if I was confirmed with quadruplets, what would they want to do? Would they want to keep all 4? Would they want to reduce? How many would they want to reduce to? That sort of stuff. So, and then, it asks like if they want to do amniocentesis, and it does warn them that there's a risk of miscarriage for it, and so they answer that. And then that's pretty much all the main stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Just judging off of this, I was like, I wasn't against it. I hadn't got to the profile yet, so when I read this, I was like, that seemed like okay. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Since I've never gotten like a profile before, I'm like, am I just supposed to judge off this? Because this doesn't really tell me a lot. It just tells me like what they want to do, So then I open up the second file, which is the profile of blank and blank. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, and then they attached like a whole bunch of pictures so I could see them and like their family and that sort of stuff. And the really cool thing was that along with their profile, they had requested that the surrogate that was viewing it also be given a link, and the link went to a site that just kind of did like a little more in-depth story about them. So that was really good, and honestly that we already really liked the couple, but we went back, my husband and I went back and we looked at the site together, and there were some clips and there were some stories and stuff, and it just like totally sealed the deal for us. Like they just seemed really great. Anyways, they're asked to write a statement to me, well, to the potential surrogate, acknowledging her role in your journey to become a family. And so they write like a personal letter to the surrogate. I mean, well, as personal as you can get without knowing the person. And then they go on, the next one is, please write about your journey as a couple. What led you to pursue surrogacy as your way to parenthood? How long have you been considering becoming parents? And so they're wonderful, and I feel like my profile is going to look very lacking to them because it's really hard for me to describe like my family and myself in just like a paragraph. And so I have like kind of short answers on my profile, and I hope they give me the time to like more fully explain myself. But they wrote like paragraphs and paragraphs of just like about them and all this, and it's neat. It's like a whole little story. And then they each write about each other and why they think the other one. So like the wife writes about the husband writes about the wife and why they think they'd be a good parent and all that. And then to write about your support system. So like who's supporting them and their family. Like, is everybody for them having a surrogate, or are people thinking they're crazy? That sort of thing. And then the final one is, please write about your hopes, dreams, and plans for parenthood. What would be the most important thing you will tell your child or children about your journey to becoming his or her parents? And so they answer that. And I just, with the profile, things just got better and better. As I read through the pages, I just felt really good about it, and I was really excited, and just the thought of like potentially meeting these people and carrying their baby or babies or was just amazing. And but I wouldn't have said yes if Glenn didn't feel the same, because even though I'm the one that's carrying the baby and all this, I want him to be comfortable in the whole experience as well. So I would hate to be carrying a baby for someone and Glenn doesn't really like him, or so it was really important for me to get his input, and he loved him like I did. And he doesn't like show his emotions really well, so he's reading the profile with like a flat face, and I'm like, oh, does he not like them? And he's like, what? Because I really did, not like the whole time I was reading, I was like, and yeah. So anyways, I emailed the agency back as soon as I could, like an hour ago, and said I would love if they sent my profile to them. And the only bad thing, and I shouldn't say bad when it comes to this, because I'm just so happy about everything, but since we didn't get the profile until today, there's pretty much no way I'm going to find out anything before Monday. So I just have to be patient again, and now I can just be like a little bit more patient, knowing that I might be just like one step closer, and if not, then they'll send me another couple and we'll do it again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry if I've sorry that I can't talk and that I have babbled today, but I'm just so super excited. Yeah, I guess I'll update you when I know something more. Hopefully it's soon. Bye.